What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Smack Talk review. Yeah, I was gonna do Raw, but I was tired. I had to wake up at like 11 in the morning the next morning, and I didn't get to do it. Raw was good. SmackDown was good as well. Roman Reigns comes back, and it was on and popping. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff in the book, and we're going to get right into this. You know, of course, I got the handy dandy notebooks right here. I put Smack Talk right. So, yeah, so before we get started, I would like to wish all the best to those who got fired by WWE. Man, sometimes it's hard to do these things because it's like, man, you got so much good talent, and then they go like, and then they just like, and then they do like so many like PR stupid stuff. Talk about yesterday or the other Thursday, I guess it's still yesterday, that they made so much money, you know, for the quarterly earnings. They made so much money, more money than they have ever done. Blah blah blah, and then like an hour later, they just like fire people and say it's because of budget cuts, which is crazy. And they fired Keith Lee, which is nuts. They fired Ember Moon, crazy. Ty Valkyrie, crazy. Karrion Kross, Scarlett, crazy. Nia Jax, Lindsay Dorado, Grand Metalik. I think Oni Lorcan as well. There was a lot of them that was cut off, and the reports are saying, especially for Nia's case and then others as well, that they fired a lot of them because they refused to get vaccinated, which is fair because, you know, they do a lot of international traveling, things like that, and you have to be vaccinated. And if you can't and you don't want to be vaccinated, you can't work there. So, I mean, it is what it is. But again, that's for some people. Like, you can't use the excuse of budget cuts for every single time. You use that last time, you lose time before, you're using it this time, and then there goes on reports that say, well, the actual reason. So I mean, if you fire them because of, you know, because they're not vaccinated, and that's what you need to do to be vaccinated to go to other countries, just say that. If you ain't got nothing for nobody and you just can't think of nothing to do with them and you gotta fire them, it is what it is. Just say that, but stop using the budget cuts. But anyways, I digress. SmackDown was good stuff, as always. Come back, Roman Reigns comes. He's out. He's back from his vacation. He's happy for a little bit. He's like, yeah, I just took a week off, you know, last week, you know, after taking out Brock Lesnar and carrying this company on my back. You know, I just took a week off. I was in a private resort, running around the beach butt naked. My wife was enjoying it. It was hilarious. And he was like, what else happened last week? And he turns to Paul Heyman. He was like, what happened last week? He was like, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar got fined $1 million. He said, I run things. He asked Paul, what else happened? Wiseman, what else happened, Wiseman? He was like, yeah, the Kayla, you know, she was bothering me. I took care of her. Don't got to worry about my child. Wiseman, what else happened last week? Oh, you know, the Usos, you know, faced the New Day in tag team action. I just cheated. Don't want. Like, so who won the match and who lost the match? It's like, I just, you know, it kind of cheated. It was nothing, blah, 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 blah. Who won the match? Who lost the match? He said the New Day won the match. And before he even said that, the New Day, or the crowd was chanting, New Day rocks. It was like, New Day won the match. Usos lost the match. He was like, I've gone for 1 week and this place is already to shit. He's like, and then the crowd chanting New Day rocks. He's like, hey. He's like, oh, New Day rocks. He's like, I like the New Day. I love the New Day. They're going around and making jokes with themselves, clowning around. You know, they're good people. They're good. That's good stuff. It was like, but how are the two greatest tag teams in this generation, the Usos, how did you lose to those clowns? And it was like, which one got pinned? Like, which one of them got pinned? And then they just point at each other, just like, hey, you really stop trying to play that on me. You know, you guys are. And then Roman was like, I'm going to ask again, who got pinned? It was like, it was Jimmy. And he goes like, so Jim, what you gonna do about it? He's like, nah, I got you, Oos. You know, he's like, I told you, I said it last week. I'm gonna slap the crown right off of his face. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take him out. Don't worry about it, Oos. I got you. He's like, yeah. So they get hyped up a little bit, and then the New Day come out again. Everybody loves the New Day. They come out, and then Xavier Kingwoods, all hell Kingwoods, is he was like, I come out here. He was like, and there's no table. There should be a table out here for me to be here because I am at the head of this table. Roman Reigns kind of smirks a little. He's like, okay, that was funny. He was like, how there's no table for me to be the head of? And then he goes around and said, they talk about the island of relevancy and all that. They do a whole bunch of Roman Reigns jokes, and Roman Reigns actually laughs at a lot of it. And he goes back and forth. He was like, hey, we're the best. Hey, I got a proposition for you. Tonight, how about we have a match? Jim wants to match with me. Okay. How about if, Jim beats me, Jimbo Uso beats me, well, I will acknowledge Roman Reigns. No problem. But when I beat him, Jim Uso, has to bend the knee of King Woods. And Jimmy and Jay are like, nah, what do you think this is? We run stuff around here. You ain't gonna bend nothing. And then Jay was about to talk, and then like Roman puts his hand out, and then Jay kind of looks down, and I guess Jay was supposed to immediately give the mic to Roman, but he just like kept it in his hand. And then Paul Heyman was like, what are you doing? He has his hand out. Give him the hand. You do that thing. You give him the hand. You put it. And he put it in his hand. And then Jay was like, my bad. My fault. My bad. You got it, Oos. And then he takes the mic and says, I accept, or we accept, or whatever. So that was all good stuff. Also, what was starting to get good stuff was Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. Sonya is like in a backstage area, and Kayla kind of interviews her, and she was like, "Hey, look what they did. Look what I did for Naomi. She's coming out with that fire, that heart, and she hasn't had that in a long time. And who gave that to her? Me. You're welcome." She's like, all right, so now if she could beat Shayna, and maybe I'll let her have a match with me. Maybe. Shayna Baszler's outfit was fire, by the way. But this was a solid back and forth a little bit. They go back and forth for a little bit before the commercial break. Naomi is more aggressive. She gets the upper hand. And then before they go to a commercial break, she like kind of does like a backslide or like a sliding drop kick thing. Shayna gets out the way and she like throws her on the steel steps. They come back from commercial break, and then Naomi just hit a heat seeker on Shayna Baszler. They didn't even know what to call it. It was like a tombstone elevated assist or whatever maneuver. It was kind of hilarious. And then they do like a roll up type stuff, and then Shayna Baszler goes for the careful clutch, and she gets out of it. She might have used the ropes to like get her out of it, and then she pins Shayna for the 1, 2, 3, and then Sonya Deville comes out. I was like, man, I hate to be the one, but that you kind of used the ropes before you did that, so it should have been a rope break, so it shouldn't have happened, whatever like that. So I'm just going to restart the match. And then Naomi got mad. And then she turns around, Kira through the clutch. Naomi taps out. And she loses. And then so I was like, darn it. And then they go backstage. Roman, furious. I'm gone for 1 week. 1 week I take a break. Place falls to shits. He's like, he said, I left the Raw. He said, this place, now we suck. We're almost as bad as Raw. And Jimmy got a laugh out of that. He was like, oh, you think this is funny? Oh, this is funny? And he was like, hey, Jay, what's our saying here? We don't lose. Oh, and then Roman was like, you think I'm here to pop you? It's hilarious. He's like, Jay, what do? We don't lose. Why? Because we're the ones. And he goes, all right, that's it. He's like, I got you. Don't worry about it. He leaves. Then they do a Xia Li video package, and then they do a Ridge Holland backstage thing, and she was asking him about what he cited for SmackDown. He was like, and he talks about meeting Sheamus, who I guess is his hero. He talks about him being like kind of a legend from where he's at. How they rejoiced when he won the WWE Championship, when he cashed the Money in the Bank, when he won the Royal Rumble, all that good stuff. He said, unfortunately for everybody else, I'm going to make a name. I studied him, so that's bad news for the locker room. Then Shotzi Blackheart, she got her backstage interview, which was good stuff. She pretty much said that she's tired of losing things. Like she lost her title opportunities. I guess when she was a tag team with Knox, they kept winning, but they never got a title opportunity. She said she lost her tag team partner. She said she lost the crowd. She lost the WWE Universe, which was weird because everybody was cheering her name because they love her. And then she says that Sasha Banks had patronized her throughout the whole match last week, and it just took her over the edge, and that's why she beat her up, which was good stuff. Next up is the Garza cousins, who they call them. I think it was like Los Handsomos, Los Lasagna. I don't know. But yeah, they faced the team of Mansoor and Cesaro, which was weird. You just take out Mansoor to take him out for one tag team, and then put him with Cesaro. But anyways, this was good stuff. They're tearing apart Mansoor because he's the inexperienced one. They're doing the tag team stuff where they jumped over. I think Humberto jumped over Garza, and he hit a hip thing on Mansoor. Kicking it. They was kicking him. They was taking him out. Then he got the pants off and he threw it at him and started beating him up. And then Mansoor got the tag because Mansoor went to get the tag to Cesaro. Angel Garza was not having it, and then he kind of went to bring him to the other side, and then Mansoor DDT'd him. That was dope. Then he tags Cesaro. Cesaro's going crazy. He's hitting European uppercuts on everybody. He had got the sweatpants, and he uppercutted Angel Garza. He goes back in. He's about to swing Carrillo, and then Garza gets in the ring, and then he swings Garza instead, and then Humberto stops that. And then they try to go for a double team on Cesaro. Mansoor tries to get in, but they collide heads with each other. Mansoor gets taken out, and then they super kick, I think, Cesaro, and hit that finisher, which was the last chancery basement dropkick finisher for the 1-2-3, which is good stuff because they're a real team. A real team should win, and that's what they did. Good stuff. Jeff Hardy and Aaliyah are talking about horses backstage. Kayla wanted to get an interview with Jeff Hardy. She's about to leave, and then Jeff Hardy's like, "Oh, that's Aaliyah right there," and then she was like, "Yeah, she's great." Anyways, Jeff, and he was like, "Wait, hold up," and then he's walking, and now Aaliyah's talking like Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn's talking about how Jeff knows how much of a pillar he is or whatever like that. And tells her to think about, he was like, it's all about image. He's like, what you're wearing is great, you look great. But, hey, he told him to try wearing pantsuits, which was hilarious. Next up, Drew does an open challenge. Good stuff. Ricochet. I also like that Drew's doing open challenges even though he's not a champion. Ricochet comes out, he was like, hey, I respect you, know you for a long time, you're good peoples, but one of these days you're going to keep doing this open challenge, and one day somebody's gonna come up here, look you straight in the face, and then slap you right in it. And then he goes in the ring, goes right to his face, and slaps Drew McIntyre. That did not make Drew McIntyre happy. Bell rings, and Drew McIntyre tossed this man almost out the ring. That was crazy. He's beating him up, tossing him all over the place, slamming him all over the place, throw him out the ring. When he goes out the ring, Ricochet pump kicks him a couple times, and then he goes for a crossbody, but Drew McIntyre catches him, throws him on an apron. He picks him up and throws him back in the ring. Then Ricochet gets like a little bit of offense in there. He goes on the top. He hits a cross body, and then he like super kicks him a couple of times. Then he goes for like the standing shooting star press. Drew McIntyre just catches him, picks him up, hold that brain buster, fire. Ricochet gets, I think he tries to do like a claymore or something like that. Ricochet ducks it, gets like I think he hits like a DDT or something like that. And he looks, he's about to go for like a moonsault. Goes for a moonsault. It's like this. He does like he goes like jumps, he goes like that. Goes this way, comes out, boom, claymore. Fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. Fire. During the match, Mustafa Ali was watching. He was like, "Hey, me and Ricochet go way back. We got history. Gonna try to get him to join the cause." Which I was like, yes, give me some Ali and Ricochet. Give me some of that. Yeah. So backstage, he wants the team. Ricochet says no. He said he's mean. He sucks. He said, "Remember what you did to Mansoor? You just kind of like just took him out, and you're a jerk." And then walks away. Come on, join the cause. Just join the cause. Happy talk. Corbin and the guy they talk, whatever. Raiders come out, and it was like, "Oh, they don't look happy." It was like, "No, we're not. Because of you guys. You guys suck. We hate you. We only care about raids." And they said something, and then they trashed the Happy Talk place. And then there's a match when they come back to commercial break. It was fine. I wish that the Viking Raiders would have won. I don't know why you have to try to make Happy Corbin and Mad Cat, whatever his name is, Moss, look strong, but that's what they did. Yeah, it was what it was. They do some cool, Viking Raiders do their cool thing. They do the scoop slam when they pick up one guy and scoop slams them into each other. Ivar did the cartwheel. Rowe, picked him up and like slammed Corbin. Corbin does his deep six and slid in under the ring clothesline. They did that stuff. It was fine. Mad Cat was about to get dropped. And then Ivar, goes to the top. And then they were like, "Nah, that's not happening." They get counted out. Cool. Sami meets Hit Row. There's no B-Fab. Oh, B-Fab. B-Fab 2. B-Fab got... Yeah, B-Fab also got released somehow, even though she literally just signed a deal last week. Oh my god. I don't understand people. Yeah, Sami Zayn talks about Hit Row. He was like, "Yeah, your guys are great, but your entrance sucks. I gotta show you how to do an entrance, whatever." Then they go out, and then Sami does his entrance, and yeah, it was fine. And then Hit Row come out, and they start to do the rap stuff. And then they embarrass Sami. Yeah, I forgot B-Fab was. Give me Sami Zayn versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. Give me that. They also did a Raw recap, which was fine because they, SmackDown has 2 point whatever million followers, and Raw only has like 1 something. So I guess that's fine for them. Next up, Jimmy versus Woods. Usos, they do some backstage stuff. Jim asks Usos like, "Come," he's like, "Why? So you can, do I always have to do stuff for you?" And this match was good stuff. They work well together. New Day and Usos always will work well together because they are great. Woods got a new theme song, which is also great. It was All Hail King Woods. I don't know who sings that song, but it was good stuff. Match was good stuff. They go back and forth before the commercial break. Woods gets the upper hand. And then coming back from commercial break, I think Woods kind of still has the upper hand, and Jimmy Uso gets the upper hand. I think Woods went to go for something, and Jay like uppercutted him. They did a nice spot in the beginning where they was trying to jock for position and try to do each other, trying to do finishes, and then Woods hit his like the spinning Karana, but he turned it into like the Russian leg sweep into the drop kick. That was good stuff. Woods does a awesome, like one of the coolest top leg drops I've ever seen. That top rope leg drop, that was fire. He did that for a 2, and then he's about to go back up there again. Jay kind of like gets on the apron for like a little bit, but I think it kind of slips off, but he kind of got the message. Jimmy goes up there, takes out Woods, and then he hits him with the avalanche Samoan drop for 2. That was also some good stuff. And then they trade pins a little bit, and then Jim goes for like the cover, and then they do with the thing where Jay puts his feet on Jimmy, and that's how they've been winning the tag team match, a lot of the tag team matches, especially against the Mysterios. Referee sees that. He was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, none of that foolishness going around here." And he was like, "Hey, count when we cheat." And then King Woods comes up, rolls up Jimmy Uso for the 1, 2, 3. King Woods wins, which means that Jim's got to bend the knee. So he was like, at first he was like, of course, he was like, "No, I ain't bending the knee. Not me. No." And he was like, bend the knee. So he's about to bend the knee. Roman Reigns comes, boom, attacks King Woods, hit that Superman punch, and then they attack Kofi. I think they like hit him with super kicks. And then they're about to triple team on Woods, or triple team on Sir Kof, and then King Woods attacks Roman Reigns, beating him up, caught him in the corner. He turns around, boom, double super kicks. You hold that, and then Roman takes Woods. He holds him. He's like, "Yeah, you watch what happens to him." And then Jay has Kofi like held down, and then Jim Uso splash on Kofi's leg. Good stuff. And then Roman says, "If you're man enough to come back next week, I got something for that ass." They're definitely setting up, Roman versus E for Survivor Series. I hope. I just hope and pray. I know Usos are tag team champions. I know they're tag team champions. Just give me Usos versus Bloodline. Give me that. Give me 6-man Usos Bloodline. Please and thank you. I appreciate it. It's okay. Have RK Bro face the NXT tag team champions. Have them face Imperium. RK Vote versus Imperium. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Because that will give a win for RK Bro. It'll give exposure for the NXT Tag Team Champions. And then we get New Day versus Imperium. New Day versus Bloodline, because yes, please. Yes, please. We like those. But yeah, that was good stuff. I did like during the whole thing where Kofi was giving Jim all these names. Like, Jim Uso. He's like, isn't he like is it like he like called him Jim Uso, and then he called him like Jiminy. What names did he call him? He called him Jim Uso. He called him what else did he call him? He called him Jiminy Uso, which was hilarious. And he called him one more Uso. I forgot what it was. I don't remember. Jiminy Uso. Hilarious stuff. Oh, he called him James. He called him Jiminy. He called him Jim Uso. Then he called him James Uso, and then he called him Jiminy Uso, which was hilarious. But anyways, SmackDown was good stuff. It was a good show. I was still mad about what happened yesterday, but we're not going to talk about that. Overall, I'd probably give SmackDown like a good solid B plus. It was good stuff. They got some matches in there. They got Shotzi to show her rage for Sasha Banks, so she's not a new heel. I wish her and Ember Moon was attacked. Anyways, What do you guys think of the show? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.